Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I made this cool moss stitch that I'm going to be using for the border for all of my zodiac squares. And I ended up using a color of yarn that's very variegated, so it's super bright and it's going to look really cool, I hope, once I get everything stitched together. I ended up using the Landscapes Lion Brand yarn and I used the Boardwalk colorway. I figure if it's not going to match each individual square, I can just essentially rainbow it and put them all together, since there's going to be a whole bunch of different colors for each square. Didn't want anything stark black personally. If that's something you want to do, that's totally fine. And we're not going to be working on this one specifically. I just wanted you to see kind of what it looks like after it's finished, and that way you can also see the multiple different colors that come through, because it changes colors quite frequently, so it ends up working up really nice. So first things first, we're going to attempt to find our end. If you have tried using the nice little love tap version, I'm glad that worked out for you. It did not work out for me. I've tried multiple times. I just felt silly, but it is what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and find this on here. Okay. So it's going to be starting off with a little bit of a yellowy color, and now we'll just need to get our square. I have actually done most of the squares except for this one. So we're going to be working on the Cancer square. You can start on whichever one you want. I'm almost done. I have 8 of the squares done, and I only have 4 to go for actually making them. And so let's get started. Things first, we are going to be working on the back side of our project. And what you are going to do is you are going to start off at a corner stitch. I clearly need to weave in my ends. That may happen. So we're going to go ahead and stick our hook in this corner stitch, and we are going to go ahead and attach our yarn to this stitch. Right, and just gonna attach it with slip stitch. We'll chain. And what we are going to do is, since we are in this corner stitch, we are going to single crochet 1, chain 1, and then what we are going to do is we are going to skip this stitch. Our chain 1 is going to count as that stitch, and then we are going to go into this second stitch and single crochet, chain 1 again, single crochet. So you're going to get this really cool look. And then on the next row, we're going to actually go into these little spots. So work that all the way to the end of the row. Alright, and now we are to this last stitch. I still go ahead and put this in here. It makes everything easier whenever you're coming around the corner, so I do still skip a stitch even though we're essentially going right into the stitch next to it on the corner. But the stitch on the corner, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet again to create that corner. We're going to go into it here in between the 2 stitches on the next row, and then you will continue that all around. So just chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next, chain 1, single crochet in the next, and let's go around. so now we are back at the beginning again. And remember how we did just do one single crochet here? So, because it's a corner stitch, make sure you already did your chain stitch there. And then we are going to do our single crochet here, chain one, and then we are going to attach this. We're going to slip stitch it to the first stitch. And then chain one, just so we're a little bit ahead of our game and up on the open up. And we are going to single crochet in this little spot here, chain one, and we're going to, in each of these little spaces, don't go all the way down to here, just go ahead and go in this little area. So just the spot where you did the chain one, go underneath it, and chain one, go in the spot where you did the chain one, single crochet, do a chain one, and we're going to be doing another single crochet again. Alright, and also just so you can see what it looks like on the other side, and you can also see where it's changed colors as it's went around, but so you can see what it looks like. Gives a good pop of color. Again, if you want to use a different color, that's totally fine. I just thought it would be fun to add some bright as crap rainbow amazingness. Alright, and we are going to continue across in the same manner. And now we are coming up to a corner stitch again. So right before these two, we're going to go ahead and put our single crochet in here like normal and do our chain one. And then where we have these two right here, we're going to just do single crochet, chain one, and single crochet again in there through chain one to go ahead and create that corner. Right, and you are going to go ahead and do this all the way around. So in each of these little chain one spaces, there will be a single crochet put in there, and then on the corners it's going to be a single crochet, chain one, single crochet in the corner stitch. Right, and we are coming up on the first corner again. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that single crochet, chain one in here. And the next single crochet. And this is our chain one from the previous row, so we are going to go ahead and slip stitch there. Alright, and start our chain one. So that way we can start on row 3. So because we're right at this hole right here, we have to put one here anyways and here. I do go ahead and just do my first single crochet there. It's also easier for attaching afterwards.